Hey everybody, welcome back. You know what it is. It's Isaac. You know how it is. Have you ever had a dream? No, okay, we're not going there today. That you wanted you to you on, you. Hold on. Randomize? No. Okay, I'm gonna, look. Don't lie to me, Walt. It's just an endless font of memes now. It's Jacob and Esau. That's a little spicy. We're gonna be, well, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty stoked about that. I think we're gonna try it here. I was a little worried about how the rate of fire would be affected, and I think that that's actually, like, highly justified. But, I don't know. I think there's different philosophies. Would you rather have, Monstro's Lung on the character with better damage, so it does more damage, or would you rather have Monstro's Lung on the character with higher tier rates so that you shoot more often and thus do more damage, you know? The real answer is it probably doesn't matter too much in the broad sense, because you don't have too many runs where you actually have the luxury, I would say, of making the decision. Most of the time, you only have one character. You don't have to worry about it so much. Well, we kind of screwed this up. Hold on. Per throw is really good. This room, at some point in my life, this room will make sense to me. Because the pedestal only rerolls items that are on that room, right? So, like, what the heck am I supposed to do with that, man? Nobody knows. Alabaster box. What are the... I mean, this is starting... very interesting. Let's put it that way. It's starting very interestingly. We got an extremely good item room item that actually goes a long, long way. We got hit 2 times there by the same enemy, which is a little deadly, a little deleterious. But Monstro's Lung is good enough. We pair that with some good tier effects, like you never know what could happen. I definitely do not think we want Alabaster Box. I definitely do think this run is still going to be really tough. That's... You know, use your brain, okay? I think you take the reroll. You need some HP. And then are we even going back? I guess we could get this key. It's a bit spicy. It's a bit of a spicy one. I think we leave. Honest, in my honest wisdom, the best I could tell you here is I do think we leave. I would like to get a Spirit Heart. We'll do it on the next floor. Eddy Room, Curse Room, stuff like that. Curse of the Unknown is just kind of like, it's a killer there. Anyway, we got a long road ahead of us. Don't get, I would say get a snack, get a drink. If you're a Canadian around my age and you got subjected to the same marketing as when I was a child, get your skis shined up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move you. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. We've been down this road a couple times. You cannot bop me for that. That was a commercial from my childhood. And you might think that double entendres were only invented when Michael Scott started saying that's what she said. I'm telling you, even in 8th grade when that commercial was on the air, everybody that, you know, I knew was like, that commercial, why is the commercial so, we didn't say extra back then, but we were like, the commercial's a little, you know, it has some insinuations in it that don't make sense to me. Let's, let's start here. 2 of clubs. We place a bomb. This is why you're nice to your donation machine at other times, so you can be rude when it matters. And then you should grab the Spirit Heart. Anyway, it's a Wednesday. Doing well. You can laugh if you want. You can't make fun of it, but you can laugh, okay? Today is the final day of the multi part saga of the baby's first birthday. This is now the final photo shoot, which was the one that was originally concocted to be for us, and then there was another one kind of inserted on top of that by other family members. So, you know, as somebody, you can tell, like, I've always loved having my photo taken. and especially like multiple times throughout the week. It's just it's nice and refreshing, right? To be like, oh, what do we got to do today? I'll drive to the other side of the city. Let me put it this way: I never thought there would be multiple circumstances where I would be wearing the hanbok, 2 times in a single week. But here we are. Okay, this I do kind of wish we still had Perthrow, but we'll have to work with it. Friend Finder is an item where I honestly look at it as, and this is just sincere, okay? It's just kind of annoying. Because you end up having to control, I mean, I'll pop it so you can see. You end up having so many enemies and friends on the screen that it's hard to tell who's who. They say you gotta keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Well, should you keep them so close that there's no distinction between the two? I don't think so. It is nice that they'll get in the midst of things, block some shots for you, but it's not a stellar item. Okay, this will be a great deal, though. Please, please. Little lucky, I take that. Now give me, like, a game-winning item is not game-winning as Judas, or Jacob and Esau. So, unfortunately, that's not going to do it for us. We don't really have any... I think we do it like this, because we need some range on you, possibly. We don't really have the HP necessary to play an Eddie room here, so we'll just, continue business as usual. I can do this. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. Stuart Smalley. At some point, we're going to have to leverage our HP for some risks, which is hard, because we don't really have that much HP. It's a lot easier to do when you're kind of crushing it in that department. Like, a pill is a risk, but it might be valuable. And, I had a great joke that it was going to tie it into that Disney song. A wish is a prayer your heart makes? What the heck is it called? Whatever. Anyway. I'm just hoping we can... Well, the double item pedestals, all I can say is, like George Michael and Fred Durst, you gotta have faith. I'm hoping that our double item room here, I mean, I would even take 2 other spacebar items, even though we just got some. Not all the spacebar items have, have been created equal. I'm very okay with this. Maybe we'd prefer tomato on Jacob. Maybe we'd prefer it on Esau. Maybe it's tomato. See, there's a little wordplay coming out here. I'm trying to think if we've got any anecdotes percolating in the old anecdote system. We did... yesterday was the first day in my baby's entire life where we fed her sugar. I don't know when you introduce a child to, confectionaries. Some people, and this is just the internet, it's a nature, it's a land of extremes. Some people would say, my parents fed me full sugar soda from the time that I was 6 months old and I turned out okay, and some people would say you should never introduce your child to any form of sweet, and then those people, you would think that they would argue with each other, but actually it seems like they end up attacking the more reasonable people instead. Oh, you want your child to be subject to the whims of cupcake temptation for the rest of their life, or alternatively, oh, you never want them to have any fun ever, and so it goes. However, we got her a cupcake last night. It was her first birthday. I always default, my wife has read all the baby books on food and whatnot. And she said it was okay for the baby to have a cupcake. I gotta say, I have never seen her eyes light up like that. I mean, in a spiritual sense, yes, when she, like, wakes up in the morning, hopefully not feeling like P. Diddy, because I don't know, you probably shouldn't be brushing your teeth with a bottle of Jack at 1 year old. We actually got an angel deal. I'm a little stunned. I'm a little surprised. Doesn't really matter who takes that. Don't go down by accident. Huge aura of lights. Doesn't bother me. Okay, stack them up. And I had to put myself in her shoes for a bit. First off, did I steal a little bit of the cupcake? Yeah, it's one of my first opportunities to do the dad tax. This is a very pivotal part of being a dad. Is, you know, your kid gets some McDonald's, you get to take a couple of French fries. It's called the dad tax. It's not about fairness. Because trust me, you don't want to get involved in that discussion. The baby has not knocked out that many mortgage payments, okay? I think I deserve a couple of French fries from the French fry bucket. However, hold on. Put it here and put it here. The dad tax, oh, what have I done? It's one of the most sacred parts of fatherhood. One of the parts I'm most looking forward to. But also I had to put myself in her shoes, right? Like, imagine only... And don't be weird about it, okay? You did it too. It's a circle of life. Imagine only drinking breast milk for like a year and then eating like pureed vegetables and rice and stuff like that, and then you get to taste the cupcake. I bet, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if she felt a little betrayed. If she was like, this is what you guys have been eating every day, and yet you don't let us know that, and then you try to explain it to a child, but it's tough, right? How do you explain to a child that being an adult means you have the ability to eat a cupcake, you know, for dinner every night if that's what you want, but also it means you don't want to because of the fact that the way your, you know, body is set up at that age means it would probably pretty quickly make you feel miserable and weird. You know, I don't want to... She doesn't need to be exposed to that lesson yet. Most people my age haven't really been exposed to that lesson yet. I'm only starting to tease it apart myself, you know, minute by minute, like the Doobie Brothers. Okay, we got super lucky. We literally have this room. We're not gonna fight the boss. We're gonna get the knife piece. We're gonna get the heck out of town. We got 2 bombs backing us up. It's okay. This run is fine. I think it's probably above average. What the heck? Did I... Oh, because you're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud. No, you're... one of our characters is not the Lost. Esau is just... He's just a regular dude right now. And I was worried she would not get to sleep, you know, because of the sugar. I don't know how real the concept of a sugar rush is. Maybe, like, I'm not trying to insinuate it doesn't exist, but for me, I always, you know, I didn't eat that many sweets as a kid, but I bet I haven't had a wheat thin, you know, the cracker, since, jeez. I mean, I would legitimately say... That's fine. No, you gotta go here, though. Well, you technically don't have to, but the double pedestal is nice. I haven't had a wheat thin probably since the turn of the millennium. Maybe since, like, 2002, 2003. But let me tell you, I bet I still have higher than average wheat thin capacity, and I am gonna take this maybe against my better judgment. I bet I have higher than average wheat thin consumption over the course of my life, even to this day. I don't think I've burned off the wheat thins that I have created or have destroyed, I should say, over that time period versus the norm. I was a copious wheat thin consumer, and ooh, Soul of Eden. Hold on, pretty valuable. Soul of Samson, we'll leave that for a moment. And I don't know, you should leave. You got more HP. Soul of Eden is D6, D20. I'm reminding myself more than anything else. Have you noticed how useless Taurus is? Like, why am I gaining HP so slowly? It's crazy, man. Hook me up. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Did I say HP? I mean speed. This is where I say I didn't actually sleep that well last night. Like, my brain's a little slow. I'm also stupid is another aspect of this. Which happens, you know, now and then. It was one of those classic, and I don't know if this is the causality of the relationship, but you know, while in bed, getting ready to fall asleep, intrusive thought pops into my head. Hey, what if I don't sleep well tonight? And then I've learned to live with it a little bit. At the time that I have that thought, I used to fight it. I used to say, I don't believe that, let it go. Now I'm like, okay, well, we'll see how this plays out. I expect it might compromise my sleep a little bit, but it's okay. That's the reason you collect on the dad tax, right? It's for all the dad goods and dad services that you provide. Sometimes leads to situations where you get a little less sleep. As a result, you need a couple more French fries. I don't make the rules. This run, look, I actually think that hope and confidence are like a relatively not unimportant part of the puzzle, okay? So I don't want to lose confidence in this run, because I think when you lose confidence, you can, lose a little bit of momentum. When you lose that momentum, you start to do worse and worse and worse. We're not there yet. Like, this run still has the capability and capacity to win, for sure, especially if we keep getting super lucky with our deals and stuff like that. But I am definitely not looking forward to this boss fight. Just in general, I'm not really looking forward to the rest of this floor. Or the floors that follow it, but, that could change. Give me one of those, please. We could D20, or Soul of Eden, I should say, but I think it works a lot better. Probably on an item room, where we don't like the item that's visible on the pedestal. I do also wish... I'm a little bit flabbergasted at the quality or lack thereof of that room the item room we had on this floor. We had Dead Eye. Whoa. They're homing? They're homing now? Since when? Since always? I don't think so. I don't think that's true. Deadeye is really good, but we're not really making it work because of Monstro's Lung. Okay, we didn't get the deal. It's still fair, by the way. And then Taurus, just doesn't actually work with this character at all. Hold on, I got a genius idea. Check this out, okay? Why don't you grab this? You gotta admit, if that had worked... if we're talking about classics, does my name get brought up? There's all sorts of interesting permutations and consequences of that. Okay, the curse room of my dreams? No, more like my nightmares. Does the holy sensor, or whatever this is called, does it do AoE damage? I think it does, right? Or is it just the slow? Either way, it's not the source of our problems. I'm just, that's why you should read the item description mod, don't get me wrong, but information, it enters the brain, it exits the brain, nobody understands it yet. Science is still trying to figure it out. What's going on with this meat hard drive up here? Is it a solid state? Is it a hard disk? Does it depend on, how recently you tickled the bottom of its feet? Nobody knows, We're still... The jury's still out. There's still more research to be done. Who got hit? You got hit? I honestly thought that was one of the friends from Friend Finder. Because we're getting so much frickin' there's too much stuff on the screen, man. Okay, you take that. I definitely do want to go into our shop and item room. It's of the utmost extreme importance. The way I see this run going down overall, and by going down, I mean going down in the good sense, like, oh, it's going down. But not in the bad sense of, like, it's going down. Like an airplane. When an airplane goes down, that's bad. When you know, you're about to have a dance battle, and the winner of the dance battle gets to. Well, let me put it this way. I mean, it's you at the dance battle, or it could be a battle of the bands type situation as well. And you're going up against, you know, like the son of some rich property developer or something like that. I hate to do this, but I'm going to do it. And it's like his dad wants to take the beloved local community center and turn it into like luxury apartments or something. But you want to preserve it because that's where you like met your best friends when you guys had nothing else going on in this life that was working out for you. The community center was there for you. So then you engage in like some sort of breakdance battle, and it's winner takes all. Hey, if you win, I'll save your community center. But if I win, you have to let us redevelop it into luxury condos. That's when it's going down, and like I wouldn't say it's good or bad. I guess it depends on your perspective. What I would say is it's good for the audience. That was a really good friend finder, by the way. Okay, so you need some damage. I controversially, and it is a little controversial, I always try to build the characters in such a way that they're both half decent. When Repentance came out, immediately, you know, so many people were like, this is how you do it. You got to do it like this. You build one tanky, one strong. I'm not saying it's necessarily like super stupid or anything like that. I was always kind of surprised at how quickly like it seemed like the meta came to pass. Then I realized that in all likelihood what happened is that, like, you know, a streamer, might have even been me. I don't know. My memory's not in the dad corridor. My memory has been better. Let's put it that way. Or there have been times where it has been better, I mean to say. Okay, that's a cool telefrag. And, you know, they were like, hey, I think you build them like this. And then they did, and they won. And then, you know, people will parrot that across the website. Okay, I guess I'll just be killed then. I guess I'll just die. Can I get you to pick up that really quickly? Because I kind of need you to get some HP. Wow. Saved. Oh, we're done. It's over. I don't have the speed. I don't have the speed necessary to get away from you. What do you do? I literally just blew myself up. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Well, I would call that a bit of a disastrous Jacob and Esau run. I don't really know. I don't think... Look, now that I'm looking at the item... This is like the #1 source for criticism, right? You look at the item tracker and you go, well, look at the number on the one side is way bigger than the quantity on the other. And that's true, but like one of them is... knife handle, one of them is a key piece, and then there's 3 range upgrades that don't do much else. There's Gulp, which we literally just got, the Voodoo Doll, which literally we just got on this floor. Like, now that I look at it, really, I mean, I think we just faced your average kind of Jacob and Esau death condition, which is not really getting that much good stuff. It wasn't bad, like, by any other character would be cruising right now, but having to do the alt path and dodge those difficult bosses while dealing with, you know, anything less than like 9 out of 10 items, it's tough, but it's still fun. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Sorry for a little bit of a shorter episode today, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!